Hi guys, I'm Diane and this is Narrow Dreams, and today I'm going to talk about whether to paint or not. Inside the boat, that is. Now you can see behind me that we actually have painted, so I'll take you through that. But I want to show you what it was like beforehand, obviously what it's like now. It's not quite finished, but you'll see that later in the video. And just ask what your opinion is really of the two schools of thought. A lot of people say, you know, if they came in and looked at a boat that had been painted, they would disregard it without looking any further. Others love the painted look, and you know, there are lots of camps in between depending on how it's done. It looks okay or not, basically. So I'd like to hear your thoughts on it, but I'm just going to take you through the process of us painting our boat. So this was Birdsong the first day we moved on to her, when she was still at Braunston, and as you can see, none of the walls or ceiling are painted, and actually what you can see for boxes, as I say, this was the first day we moved on, I felt it was a very orangey wood, and I just didn't like it really, and even when we started putting our own furniture in, and bringing some of the colours we wanted in, I still didn't really like it. It was just too orangey for me, and even at night I didn't really like it. So we made the decision to paint. So we decided on a colour scheme of cream and blue, and initially we tried cream eggshell paint. It was a Valspar one, I think, but it was so watery, and the coverage even after 4 coats was just very poor. So actually we just went for a good quality silk emulsion. Walls washed down first with sugar soap, and then just painted it on basically. The blue we did go for eggshell. In addition to painting the walls, we're also painting some of the doors, cupboard doors and things, and these are the hatch doors. So these have been completely sanded down. These were just varnished. They've been completely sanded down, and I'm now painting them this sort of tealy blue colour. As you can see, I paint much faster than Neil. No, it's speeding up. So I'm going to paint this, and again, it was, once it had been sanded, it was washed down with sugar soap. Give it 2 good coats of paint, and then we're going to paint some designs on it. We're going to paint some roses and castles. Hopefully we'll see how that goes, but you'll see a little bit of that later in the video. But first we've just got to get a good covering on the doors, and this was just ordinary gloss paint. So I wanted to put a design like this castle that I painted a while since on the doors. That will be done in acrylic paints. Colours will be different, but it'll be done in acrylic paints and then varnished over. This was my first attempt at doing roses. I just have to say, if it doesn't improve, Neil will be doing the roses. So this is the view in the bedroom. It's made it an awful lot lighter down here. Did seem a lot darker than this when it had the wooden ceiling and walls. The bed head and the lower half of the walls, you can see there, is still wood, but it has brightened the whole area up, and we do like it much better. As you can see, this is the bathroom, and while most of the bathroom was white tiles anyway, the ceiling and a tiny little bit around the top of the walls was the wood colour, and again we've painted it cream, so it has just lifted the whole bathroom and made it seem lighter in here. I think it's made a huge difference when the sun, it's a dull day today, but when the sun shines, it's really bright in here, and it's lovely. You'll have to excuse all the paint stuff on there. I'll show you in a second what that's for. But yeah, it really has brightened it up and made a difference. And again, we have left the bottom half of the wall unpainted. We've got a cement fireboard at the back of the fire which we've painted, but other than that, that's been left. So the reason all the paints are out is because I'm currently in the process. You can see that it's lightened up the corridor and everything down there, but currently in the process of putting some well, roses and castles. I'm having trouble with the roses, so that may come down to Neil, but this is the start of the castles. It's hoped it's going to be like this painting that I did. Not exactly like that, because that's on paper and you get a different effect, but that's seen. But the only bit that is not yet painted is this end of the galley, just one wall, and the bulkhead. So hopefully I'm going to get that done this week, but you can see why. It's because there's everything on the walls and it has to come down. I mean, we have had to do that with the other walls, but it just makes it a bit daunting. So hopefully I'm going to get that done this week once I've painted my castles. But you know, some people like it, some people prefer the wood. For us, I much prefer it this way, and it certainly feels really homely to us, and we love it, so we're glad that we did it. So I will give you a quick update on next week's vlog as to how the roses and castles have gone and whether I've got the rest of the wall painted. But that's it for now. Hope you've enjoyed watching it. Would love to hear your comments on your thoughts about painting or not painting. If you have enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. Would be great if you would subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.